I'm Peter Gelman of Palmerston Group Advisors. Conflict-free advice is really important in every part of life, and in financial advice, it's especially important. Financial advisors are highly regulated when it comes to this issue. As you try to sort through this question, I think two things especially are worth noting. First, there's the question of the fiduciary standard and what it means. And second, there's the issue of some areas where conflicts can arise. Registered investment advisors are by law required to act as fiduciaries. Being a fiduciary means to put the best interest of the client ahead of everything else. And putting the client's interests first must happen at all times. In contrast, stock brokerage or broker-dealer firms are not always required to act as fiduciaries. These differences between investment advisor representatives and stockbrokers go back to legislation, the Investment Company Act of 1940, which distinguished between the two kinds of services. It's really important to note that there are many representatives of broker-dealer firms who are highly ethical and will do their utmost to avoid conflicted situations. I want to really emphasize that. But the difference on fiduciary standards between registered investment advisor firms and broker-dealer firms, those differences do exist. Why is this distinction important for helping clients? Let's look at a few situations where the absence of a fiduciary obligation might make someone's financial life more costly than it should be. The presence of a fiduciary obligation, for example, prevents an advisor from going down the wrong track in the first place. So first, a fiduciary should eliminate costs to the client created by cross-selling. A firm that isn't a fiduciary conceivably could be cross-selling. Cross-selling is the practice of steering clients to other products and services offered by the same company. A brokerage representative's compensation might be affected by the referrals that representative makes to another department, say for a mortgage or a commercial loan that a business owner needs to expand a factory. Now, that particular mortgage or business loan offer might not be the best option for the client. It might merely be suitable. A fiduciary, on the other hand, will help the client search for the best option, period. Conflict-free advice should also mean no restrictions on the client's continuing ability to seek the best advice available. That should include the ability of a client to follow the advisor to a new firm should the advisor decide that he wants or she wants to make a move. Clients should have the right to maintain relationships with their key advisors, and in my opinion, that should be respected. Yet many of the major brokerage firms have made it difficult for advisors who decide to leave the firm to become independent, for example, to continue to serve those clients, even if a client wants to continue the relationship with the advisor who moved. Recently, several big broker-dealer firms, including Morgan Stanley, have sued advisors who went independent, often switching to become investment advisors and fiduciaries at that moment. The brokers sued to prevent those advisors from serving clients who wanted to continue with the advisor. As a client, do you want a firm that would prevent your advisor from continuing to give you advice, now fiduciary advice, by threatening to sue that now independent advisor? Sometimes non-fiduciaries will also promote products through their representatives, which may be suitable for a client, but also more costly for the client because the broker receives better compensation. Again, I want to stress that there are many folks working for broker-dealers who are highly ethical and conscientious and will do their utmost to avoid those kinds of conflicted situations. The key points, rather, are to watch for situations where potential conflicts might arise, and better yet, to work with advisors who are either fiduciaries by law or choose to conduct their business as if they are. Thanks for watching.